Economic energy is capital. Economic energy is wealth. And so if you think about the wealth in the world, there's maybe $900 trillion of it right now, and it's tied up in real estate, in stocks, in bonds, in currencies, collectibles, et cetera. The challenge is that that capital is analog capital from the 20th century, and Bitcoin represents the digital transformation of capital.
Hey guys, welcome back to Everyday Finance. In this video, Michael Saylor discusses about Bitcoin. According to Michael Saylor, capital is essential in the realm of economics, and thinking about wealth in the context of economic energy is crucial. There is an estimated $900 trillion in the world right now, invested in real estate, stocks, bonds, and currencies, and so on. The difficulty lies in the fact that the capital is analog capital from the 20th century, while Bitcoin represents the digital era. The capital transformation and the chart displayed with those ETFs indicate a daily increase of $481 over the past 5 days. Millions are transitioning from the analog world to the digital world, and the driving force behind Bitcoin is essentially converting analog capital to digital capital. The primary goal of the kill use case is to preserve and grow capital. And as you're aware, the goal is to generate revenue, which is a common objective for many individuals as money is a valuable resource. And lots of things Michael Saylor discussed, so please watch the video to end. And share this video, and subscribe our channel Everyday Finance. Thanks.
Yeah, it is the question of our time, Charles, and it's a question that I went most of my adult life without understanding. But economic energy is capital. Economic energy is wealth. And so if you think about the wealth in the world, there's maybe $900 trillion of it right now, and it's tied up in real estate, in stocks, in bonds, in currencies, collectibles, et cetera. The challenge is that that capital is analog capital from the 20th century, and Bitcoin represents the digital transformation of capital. And your chart you just showed with those ETFs shows that every day in the last 5 days, $481 million is flowing out of the analog world into the digital world. And what's going to drive Bitcoin is, in essence, the conversion of analog capital to digital capital. The killer use case is capital preservation and capital appreciation. And, the name of the show is making money. That's what everybody wants to do, and money is capital. Everybody wants to do, and money is capital.
In this same podcast, you talked about Rockefeller, and I guess the baron, some of the so-called robber barons in general, who in modern times get a bad, it's a bad thing to be a robber baron, right? But we know they helped to change the course of humanity for net for the positive. But just the implications of what can be done once you convert this conversion you're talking about, going from the analog wealth, converting it into digital wealth. How much more it could be a positive for humanity overall?
Civilizations, they rise or fall based upon the creation and channeling of energy. And we think of power as energy delivered in a certain period of time with a focus. So it's all about firepower, naval power, air power, nuclear power. Rockefeller gave us liquid energy in the form of oil. Bitcoin is digital property. It's conveyed by digital power. Those Bitcoin miners are digital power providers, and it's the most powerful computer network in the world. So we see this as profound because there's hundreds of trillions of dollars of wealth in the analog world, and there's no doubt it's decaying. Bonds are losing value because of inflation. Real estate's losing value due to just physical decay. Stocks lose value because of competition and product cycles and acts of God. And so the people of the world, they're looking for a new idea, and Bitcoin is this idea of put your money in cyberspace where it's not going to be affected by weather and war and supply chains and all of the things that have plagued us in the 20th century.
According to Michael Saylor, civilizations either thrive or decline depending on their ability to generate and direct energy, which is a crucial aspect to consider. Power is the amount of energy supplied over a specific duration, with a particular emphasis on firepower, naval power, and air power. Discussing nuclear power, Rockefeller provided us with liquid energy in the form of oil. Bitcoin is a form of digital property that is transferred electronically. Bitcoin miners provide digital power, making it the most powerful computer network. It is considered profound because there is a vast amount of wealth in the analog world. It's clear that bonds are losing value due to inflation, and real estate is also losing value. Physical decay stocks lose value due to competition, product cycles, and unforeseen events. Impacting investors when exploring the world, people are seeking innovative concepts, and Bitcoin represents the notion of investing in a digital realm that is beyond traditional boundaries, will be impacted by weather, war, supply chains, and other challenges that have troubled us in the 20th century. Let's back to Michael Saylor interview.
Now, to that end, I know MicroStrategy has sort of rebranded itself. I think it's called now Bitcoin Development Company. What exactly does that mean? And are you moving completely away from the traditional business?
Now, we've got a very healthy software business, but we've now got nearly $10 billion in Bitcoin, and we've got a very large equity market cap, and we can tap the capital markets as an operating company, and we can leverage our market cap in order to issue equity, issue debt, buy back our debt. We can restructure our capital structure so that our shareholders get more Bitcoin. So just like, you want to develop New York City, you're going to borrow money and you're going to build a building. What we're doing is we're issuing securities in order to buy Bitcoin, in order to promote the Bitcoin network, lock up the Bitcoin forever, and then build the entire ecosystem.
According to Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy software business is thriving, and MicroStrategy currently hold almost $10 billion in Bitcoin with a substantial equity market cap. MicroStrategy have the ability to access capital markets as an operating company and utilize his market position place, a cap to authorize MicroStrategy, can address his debt by issuing equity to buy it back, allowing us to restructure his capital. Ensuring his shareholders receive additional Bitcoin is crucial for further development, similar to the plans for New York City. When you buy or borrow money to construct a building, you are essentially issuing securities to purchase Bitcoin for the purpose of supporting the Bitcoin network. You can lock up the Bitcoin indefinitely and then develop the entire ecosystem. If you learned something from this video, then please like this video and subscribe our channel Everyday Finance, and we will meet in next video. Thanks.